Florida is not the only school. Florida is not the only school treating Henderson as a priority, as he's accumulated over 50 offers in his recruitment thus far. The Gators have pushed heavily for the linebacker out of Tampa, going back to the Gators' previous staff, and with him only being a top linebacker in the country, not only being a top linebacker in the country, but also top in the state recruit. The new staff at Florida has placed the same emphasis on landing Henderson. Linebackers coach Greg Gasparito, defensive coordinator Brad White, and head coach John Summerall have all been in constant contact with Henderson, but with those relationships being fairly new, the Gators have catching up to do. Henderson has been transparent with them on that. I remember the first time Coach Gasparito, when he first got there, he called me, I think a couple days after he got hired. And he was like, what is it going to take? Like, man, what is it going to take? A lot, Henderson said. I feel like they're doing a great job. On the other hand, Henderson feels the Gators' new staff is saying all the right things to keep them a contender in his recruitment. He told Swamp 24/7 last week, Miami, Ohio State, Texas A&M, and Tennessee have made the most notable impression on him so far. But schools like Florida, Florida State, Alabama, Notre Dame, and LSU are fighting to make that top group. Sorry. Four-star offensive lineman Sean Tatum. Florida has placed an emphasis on recruiting the offensive line for the 2027 class, with four-star interior offensive lineman Sean Tatum also being an in-state recruit. He's been a priority target for the Gators thus far. Tatum made it down to Gainesville for Florida's Junior Day, and that trip strengthened Florida's position in his recruitment significantly. You can definitely tell that the environment is very different, Tatum told Swamp 24/7. The culture is going to be a little bit different. Tatum has 3 official visits set thus far. Not only is he slated to visit Florida from June 4th to the 6th, but he's also set to take trips to Miami from May 29th to the 31st, and Tennessee from June 12th to the 14th. The Gators are in a strong position for the in-state offensive linemen, but the specific top positions of each of those 3 schools is still changing his mind. Another kid I did a video on, Zayden Gamble, 4-star cornerback, Zayden Gamble. I did a singular video on him. The new staff at Florida has continued to say the right things for Gamble. He visited Florida on Junior Day on January 10th. The staff has been in daily contact with the South Florida safety since a successful visit in January, along with persistent efforts in his recruitment, have certainly been noticeable to Gamble and have given Florida a spot in the mix of schools in his recruitment.